Hey there, welcome back. 6 things that successful, intelligent, wily lifters do before pulling heavy. Whether you're talking about a 1 rep max or a set of 5, this is what you want to do before trying to break that bar off the floor. Thing number 1, chalk. It's a real big deal. If you're gonna pull heavy, if you're gonna deadlift, period, you've gotta train with chalk. If your gym doesn't provide chalk, then you gotta bring your own. If they won't allow chalk, then you gotta sneak it in anyway, or you gotta use something like liquid chalk, or you've got to find a different gym. Thing number 2, be picky with your stance. Line up real close to the bar, with the bar about an inch away from your shins, fairly narrow stance with the toes pointed out slightly. Getting that bar 1 inch away from your shins when your shins are vertical ensures that the bar is right over the middle of your foot, which is your balance point. It's the best place from which to try to pull heavy weights. Thing number 3, grip. You've got to hook, you've got to use a mixed grip, or you've got to use straps. Do not lose out on the benefit of training the deadlift, on the benefit to your legs, to your hips, to your back by allowing grip to be the limiting factor. So as it gets heavier, you can't be using the regular double overhand grip anymore. Nobody cares what you deadlift with a double overhand grip. They care what, actually, they don't even care about this, but you care about what you deadlift. So do not, just like with chalk, do not let grip be the limiting factor. You got to use chalk for your grip, and you've got to either use a hook grip, mixed grip, or straps. Thing number 4, mid-foot balance. Not only should you have the bar over the middle of your foot, but your balance should be on the middle of your foot. Another way of thinking about it is that your balance should be equally distributed between the front of your foot and the back of your foot. This is assumed when you're standing upright and you're about to bend over and grab the bar, but you've got to make sure that as you bend over to grab the bar that you maintain that mid-foot balance. Number 5, shins touching the bar. Don't ever try to pull the bar off the floor without your shins against the bar. So as you get set up, you will have to bend your knees so that your shins lightly but firmly touch the bar. Then it is the job of your arms, specifically your lats, but you don't need to think about your lats. Just think about keeping the bar pinned to your shins. If you take care of these 3 things, bar over the midfoot, which we've already talked about, midfoot balance, which we've already talked about, and bar on the shins, you will have taken care of most of the deadlift positioning problems that people have. Lastly, number 6, before you pull that bar off the floor, you've got to take a big breath, you've got to Valsalva and brace hard and set your back in flat, rigid extension. If you don't know whether or not you're doing this, folks, this is the 21st century. Either have a coach or record yourself and check and see if you're doing it. If you don't know how to perform the Valsalva and brace properly, we've got a video on that. We'll link to that up here. But you've got to set the back hard, and you've got to Valsalva real hard so that your back stays nice and tight and rigid as you break that thing off the floor. As always, we hope this helps you get stronger and live better.